The night before, our unit is ordered to come to the Chad's Ford area to set up our cannons, get ready for the battle the next day. We get up and we prepare ourselves for battle. We're spotted. We're spotted by the enemy that has now arrived. You see, they knew something that we did not. They knew that if you go up the Brandywine River about 5 or 6 miles after it forks, there are 2 other fords. There are 2 other places the river can be crossed. We had no idea that those 2 places exist. So, they marched up, they marched over, and they marched behind our right side. Oh, that we would have had a handful of men. A handful of men at any one of those 2 crossing areas could have delayed the British long enough that we could have brought reinforcements. And maybe, just maybe, the outcome of this battle might have been quite different. But alas, that's not how it played out. Well, our fighting here, as I told you, they spotted our position. They opened fire upon us. And of course, being the gentlemen that we are, we returned fire in kind. You can hear the sound of fighting in that fog below. But that's not what's bothering us. You know what's bothering us? As the day goes on, not only do you hear the sound of fighting in front of you, but guess where you start to hear the sound of fighting coming from? Yes, that's right, behind us. We chose this hill deliberately. This hill has a great command of the battlefield. You can see for a goodly distance off, but unfortunately, you can't see the bottom of the hill. Eventually, some of the redcoats do manage to make it across the river, about 200 yards south of our position. They circle down below our hill and up behind it. Imagine our surprise when out of the orchard out come the redcoats. Bayonets fixed. We don't have enough time to take and turn our cannons around to defend ourselves. So the order is given. Abandon your horses. Abandon your wagons. Retreat down towards Chester. Regroup. Get ready for a counterattack. What? Abandon my horses and wagon? Abandon my cannons? Ha! How can I do this? After all, I am a teamster. Not only am I a teamster, I am a bombardier. As a teamster, I drive a wagon and a team of horses. In my wagon right now is gunpowder and ammunition for the cannons. In fact, I'm pulling behind my wagon one of the cannons. I get it up into its position, I dig it in, I prepare it, I get it ready for the battle. And then after I load the ammunition box behind the cannons, I fall into one of the 3 rear positions of the cannon, and I help to fire the cannon. Abandon my wagon, my horses, my wagon. No, how can I do this? After all, it's my wagon, it's my horses. No, you know what? I will save my team, and I will save myself. So instead of going that direction towards Chester, I went that direction towards the back of the hill. Have you ever had a day that felt like the very hand of God was with you? Today is one of those days for me, because some way, I made it past the redcoats. I made it to the back of the hill. I grabbed what falling guns I could. I heaved them up into the wagon. I grabbed my horse and wagon, and I led them off to safety. We lost half of our supplies in the Battle of Brandywine. But not my wagon, not my horses.